It came out of nowhere. I was doing another show called Falsettos, which is a very small boutique musical, and unless you're kind of in the art and Broadway world, you may not know what that word or what that play is about. So I felt like we were doing a very beautiful, small, high art play, and when I heard the vehicle of Cher, I thought, wow, there couldn't be something, you know, completely opposite on the other side of the spectrum. My schedule didn't allow for me to jump into that initial workshop, so I thanked them with a huge heart and saying, thank you so much. I'm sure the project's going to be amazing, but it's just not fitting right now in my day and my life. It came back around to me a couple months later. Again, for some reason, I was not available for what they needed at that exact moment. And then the director said, I'd love to just take you to dinner. Let me just tell you what I have envisioned for this storytelling. And Jason Moore, he was gracious, he was open, he was honest. He allowed me to speak and kind of share some opinions or what I thought I could maybe bring to the project and what I thought perhaps might be the pitfalls and a lot of my fears. And he kind of just calmed all that down and said, what do you got to lose? Let's just try a workshop for a couple weeks in a rehearsal studio, and we can go from there. And that's really how we stepped into it. I felt lucky to have been approached and then reapproached that many times, because that's kind of rare in this business, you know. And once I really met Cher, I say that in air quotes because my meeting her was the hundreds of hours you can spend online on YouTube, you know, going down that spiral of whether it's her interviews or her music videos or her glorious movies. I mean, she is one of those most photographed and documented figures. Yeah, because she's been photographed since she was 16. She kind of invented what paparazzi was. It didn't really exist until Cher. They wanted to get pictures of her walking the street. Before that, they wanted pictures of beautiful starlets that were spent 2 hours in the chair looking ready to go with makeup, hair, and dress. And Cher kind of changed all that. They wanted to see what she was wearing on a day-to-day basis. What was she doing when she was not necessarily prepared for cameras? So once I fell in love with who that woman was and the interpretation that I got from her, the authenticity, the open spirit, the telling the truth, and how she sees things, I kind of felt compelled to play her. It seemed like a gorgeous challenge. Still scared, you know, still crazy scared, just because people love her for her, and I didn't know what the expectation was going to be for me trying to fill those shoes. And it led to me doing the presentation for Cher, sitting this close to her, being her for her. And then when she approved, and then we were off and running and started to create the version of the show that we brought to Chicago.